hill. Good morning everyone, I've just made it into Goodwood Festival of Speed and I'm just about to come into the supercar parking, but today I'm here with BMW and I'm going to go head down to the stand to meet the guys there and then have a look around, and I will show you around Goodwood. Okay, here we are on the First Glance stand. Now, First Glance is a bunch of new cars, and behind me we have the X4 M Competition, and this is the car that I'm going to be going uphill with Tom, who's over there. He's my driver. He's currently racing BTCC, not in an X4 M, but with BMW. 510 horsepower, something like that. Should shift, and let's have a little look around the car. Okay, looking around the car, these are the new competition wheels, 21 inch, and then it's basically very similar to a normal X4. This car in particular has the radio on, which is helpful for me. This has some upgraded carbon bit, which is on the door, in the middle, up here. These seats are heated and cooled and more adjustable. But other than that, it is very similar to a normal X4, and this has the panoramic roof. I think potentially there might be a carbon roof option at some point, but not yet. Okay, we're in the car. I'm in the car with Tom. Tom is my professional racing driver.
That's what I like to think.
Tom races in BTCC with BMW at the moment. What car is that? It's
a brand new 3 Series. So we developed it this year. It's in line with the launch of obviously the brand new 3 Series this year on the road. Car's phenomenal. Best race car I've driven. BMW done a fantastic job.
Do they have how do they balance performance across the cars?
So when you build a car, you have to get it all approved, so that every car's sort of equal. Ours got approved during the build, and then it takes 5 races for it to be homologated. So if you go down a design route that doesn't quite work, you've got 5 races to fix it. But ours was fast as soon as we put it down on the grid, which was amazing. We were expecting it to be a little bit slower right out of the box, but yeah, we're really competitive, and we've had 9 wins out of 15 races so far.
Well done.
Yeah,
good.
Yeah, exactly.
Is it the same engine? Is it fundamentally the same engine that's in the road car?
It is. It's exactly the same engine. So we run 2-litre turbo BMW engine, which is the same one as you'll find in a 330i.
Yeah.
It's obviously sent away to a different engine manufacturer and slightly increased on the tuning side, but and a lot of components have changed for racing. But apart from that, it's exactly fundamentally the same thing as you'll get in your 3 Series, which is the beauty about touring cars. For what we race, you can literally go and buy on the shelves.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Is this your first time at Goodwood?
This is my first time at Goodwood.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm buzzing.
Have you been up the hill?
Yeah, I was up the hill yesterday, so you're my second passenger.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot narrower than it looks on TV. You'll experience that in a little bit, but it's a phenomenal experience. I mean, such great fun. And when you get to the top, it's really cool. Everybody's parked up, and you can get out and have a look around all the other cars.
Yeah.
So yeah.
What car were you in yesterday?
I was in this one. So I was in the BMW X4 M Competition, which is a lovely car. It's a bit of a weapon.
It seems pretty nice. Sounds a little bit fruity. Does it have? I think it has a little bit of a. You can't rev past like 3 or something on startup. We tried to do a little startup rev.
Yeah, we tried to do a little startup. Yeah, it's limited obviously on the startup, which is a bit of a shame. There's nothing better than just blipping
a nice
throttle,
raughty override.
And this engine can do it. But once we get up the hill, you'll be able to hear the full sort of noise of a car, and yeah, it sounds phenomenal.
Okay. Off in the distance over there, we have the red arrows doing their usual display. At the moment, we're parked up, waiting to go onto the track amongst a bunch of other cars. Right, we've got our helmets on, about to go up the hill. There's a bunch of supercars. There's a Senna up there, just launching off, and we'll see what it's like. And I'll see you at the top. That was my run up the hill. It was really cool to go up the hill, having stood on the sidelines taking photos for like years and years and years. How was the M4? X4 M. It was sort of what it is. It's got a decent amount of punch, super stable. But here we have the new M8, and we're in the sort of milling area at the top with the most unbelievable collection of cars. So I'm going to have a little look around, see what's here, and chat to some of the other people. Okay, we've just finished, being dropped off by Tom. We went up the hill. It was good fun. I was impressed with the car actually, considering all things considered, really.
Yeah, no, it's a fantastic car. I mean, it's got a lot of grunt. It's nice and comfy to drive.
Yeah, it's super flush.
Cornered well, didn't it? So yeah, we made it up safe and sound.
We went on the grass a little bit.
I'm a touring car driver, you know, so it's the least you can expect. A little bit of grass action, but it rode it well. You know, that's what a 4x4 style car is for. So yeah, gave it some.
Okay, well, thanks very much, and
Pleasure.
I'm going to have a little wander around. The hill is over, and as you can see, I've changed out of my shirt because you have to have long sleeves on into a t-shirt. Unfortunately, my shorts are in the car, so I might go and change that later because it's pretty toasty. But after that, we've come up to the M stand, the BMW M Town stand, and I thought I'd show you around what they've sort of got here. They've got a couple of interesting things to come check out, see some of the cars, and then I'm going to go and try and find the M8 Competition because that was it sounded nuts earlier. So I'm going to go and try and find that car and have a little nosy around it. Okay, here we are on the BMW M Town stand, and it is super busy. Behind me we have the current BTCC car, and here is a little area where they're doing interviews with drivers a bit later. So we've got Colin Tegleton, I went out with Tom Oliphant, and Andy Jordan and Paul O'Neill are going to be around at times. Then we have a bunch of other cars. We have a nice M2 Competition with some M performance parts bits on it. And then behind me over here, we have a motorbike that you can start up and drive. Wandering over to this side of the stand, we have the new X3 M. This is very similar to the X4 M Competition that I went up the hill in. It's a nice car, that. And then over here, there's so many people. There's the new 1 Series, which I haven't seen before, and I quite like the new shape. It just looks a little bit more modern. When you look at the inside or the displays, there's a nice display dial readout in front of the steering wheel, and yeah, I like it. It's a nice update. It feels like a bit more of a premium car. Wandering down to the other end of the stand, we have this lovely M1. Harks back to the olden days, and then we used to have that iconic race car, the M1 Pro car, which I absolutely love. And then if we wander over to the other side of the stand, you can see we have the new Z4, which is looking pretty cool. It's got a sort of frosted kind of browny red colour, and then you can have a photo. These guys will take a photo here, and it looks like you're driving through in the town. So definitely go and check it out. I have found the M8 Competition. Now, I was asking earlier what was the difference between the normal M8 and the M8 Competition, and the M8 Competition is the only one we're going to get in the UK. You will not be able to get the M8. So this is 625 horsepower, twin turbo V8. It's, as I just heard it start up, this car has a set of race pipes, which is going to be, it's the MotoGP safety car. So these are the pipes for that car. But let's have a little look around the car and see some of the extras on this particular car. Now this car has the optional carbon pack, which is carbon spoiler on the roof bed, on the boot lid. And then it has some M Performance parts, so it has carbon here. These are the normal competition wheels. Then it has extra carbon here and the carbon kidney grille around there. Then walking around, also part of the carbon pack is the carbon wing mirrors. The roof is standard. And then, as an optional M Performance part down the line, we've got these wheels, which, as you can see, they're a bit lighter. These are going to be 2 kilos lighter than the normal competition wheels. Having a look inside, it's like most of the 8 Series and a bunch of carbon stuff. These seats, it's quite nice. I think you have a few different options. It's quite a nice place. Now BMW have a few different sites stretched out around Goodwood, and I've just sort of been hopping around to see what's going on. Here we have the BMW Boulevard, where they have a bunch of models, so like the i8, the M8, the X7 and the 7 Series, and they sort of every now and then they do a little presentation where they've got one of the BTCC drivers talking, or they have some of the designers talking about the car. So at the moment they've got one going on about the M8, talking about why it's four-wheel drive and all sorts of things, parts of the design process. So that was pretty cool to check out. I'm not talking in there because they have loads of music and stuff playing, so it's all in the background, but I'll give you a little pan around the area now. And that concludes my day here at Goodwood Festival of Speed with BMW. It's been a great time. It was my first time to go up the hill. I can't believe how narrow that track is. In the X4 M Competition, and then seeing the M8 on the straight pipes just sounds ridiculous. But yeah, thank you very much for BMW, and see you in the next video.